Masquerade or violence. When culture crosses the line. In many African societies, masquerades are powerful symbols, embodiments of spirits, tradition, and ancestral memory. They command respect, they bring communities together in celebration. But what happens when that same symbol, meant to protect and entertain, becomes an instrument of violence? Recently, a disturbing scene surfaced online: a masquerade flogging a young lady in public. A moment meant to celebrate culture turned into humiliation and pain. In some communities, masquerade carry whips or sticks, sometimes as part of their performance, other times to discipline those who crosses their path. But too often, women are the target. That video, it describes how this lady was beaten and left in tears while the crowd watched. The justification is part of tradition. But let us ask, is public flogging, is it truly culture or simply cruelty hiding behind a mask? Masquerades were never meant to be instruments of violence or oppression. In their origin, they represented spirits of ancestors, guardians of morality, and keepers of order. But when a masquerade flogs someone, it strips them of their dignity. In front of the community, it crosses into it crosses into violence. It reinforces fear, not respect, and it sends the message can that tradition can excuse abuse, and that is dangerous. This is not an isolated case. Across Nigeria, Ghana, and other parts of Africa, reports have surfaced of masquerade harassing market women, extorting money from people, or attacking those who refuse to bow. Women rights rights advocates argue culture must evolve. The spirit of masquerade can still be celebrated through dance, colour, music, without turning people into victims. Violence should never be the price of the tradition. Imagine a festival where masquerade dance freely, entertain crowds, and teaches values of respect instead of fear. Culture has the power to uplift, to connect, to connect generations, and to showcase beauty. But the moment it justifies flogging, um the moment it justifies flogging people in public, culture loses its soul. A masquerade should symbolize pride, not pain. Discipline should never come through humiliation, and violence should never be mistaken for culture. At Quit Violence International, we stand for traditions that empower, not destroy. For communities that honor people, not disgrace them. If you believe culture should never be an excuse for violence, kindly share this message, speak up, and let us build a world where heritage is celebrated with dignity and where no one is ever flogged in the name of tradition.